Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about different types of form elements in HTML by creating a student registration form. Let us create it and see it. To create the form, we use a tag called form. To enter the data in the form, we use a tag called input. Input is a self-closing tag. Input. It has attributes called type, which will mention what type of data you are entering in the field, and ID, which is the uniqueness of the tag, and the tag called name. This attribute is used to reference when the data is submitted. For student name, we give the type as text, the ID as name, the name is also name. Let us run and see. You can see there is an input field here, but there is no label. To create the label, we use a tag called label. Label. Label is not a self-closing tag. Let us give the label as student name. Label has an attribute called fur, which is equals to the ID of input field. Let us run and see. You can see there is a label called student name for the input field. Let us create another input field such as email, phone number and date of birth. Let us copy the about text and make the changes for email. The name should be changed to email. The type also should change to email. Here we are giving the student email. Let us run and see. You can see here, but we want to break it by using a tag called br. Let us see. Okay, it has been broken. Let us break another line for the clear. You can see here. Now let us write for the phone number. Before that, we will just break the lines. For phone number, we use called ph. The ID also ph. Type must be tel. Student phone number. You can see here the name should be changed to phone number. Let us see. You can see what happened. br. You can see here. Now let us write the date of birth of the student. We have to just change the type of the input field for date of birth. Type must be date. ID we give as date. Name also we give as date. For whatever the ID, the for attribute should be same. Date. Student DOB. Let us see by running it. You can see here. Let us break here. And now let us create an radio button for gender. Let us give the label as gender of the student. Student. And now let us create the radio buttons for it. The input field as the type radio and give the ID as male, name as gender. We have another attribute called value. Name. For this, let us give a label. B label as male. The for attribute should be equals to the ID of the input field. Male, email. Let us create other genders. For female, ID must be equal to for attribute. The value should be female, and other for other value should be the. Okay. Let us run and see. You can see here. Now let us break the line between the date of birth and the gender by using a tag called BR. BR. You can see. Let us divide again. BR. Further clear. You can see here. Now let us write the address of the student. Label as address. For this we use a tag called text area which holds unlimited amount of characters. Text area. Text area. Let us give an ID as address and the name as it's also address. Let us decide the number of rows and the columns by using the attributes rows and columns. COLNS. Let us fix it to 4 rows and 50 columns. 4 rows, the 50 columns. Let us give the for attribute as address. And now let us run and see. You can see here. Let us break here by using a tag called BR. BR. You can see here. Let's create an input field for the country. Let us write the label as country. The for attribute for it is country. Here we use a concept called list of values. For that we need select tag and option. Select ID must be country and the name attribute of the select we give as country. For selecting the options we have a tag called options. Options, we give the options of the countries such as United States. We have to give the value attribute for the options. USA. Let us run and see. You can see here. Let us break the address and the country tags. You can see here. Let us give few more countries names. using option tag. Change the name into India. IN UK for United Kingdom. United Kingdom and Canada. Let, let us run and see. You have multiple options of selecting country. Now let us create a field in the form for selection of course. Here we use a concept called checkbox. We write a label for selection of course. Course. And we use input tag. The type must be equals to checkbox. And the ID. Let us give ID as HTML. And the value HTML. And the name attribute for the input field must be, let us give as course. Now let us give the label for this checkbox. For attribute of the label must equals to the ID of the input field. Let us give a HTML. Give the HTML basics. Let us run and see. You can see a checkbox. Let us break the line between the country and the selection of course by using a tag called BR. Now let us create some more checkboxes for different types of courses. Input field. So after HTML we give the ID as CSS. Checkbox value must be CSS codes CSS. Let us break the lines between the two checkboxes by using the tag. After CSS we give JavaScript. Java. Value must be JavaScript for value. Let us run and see. You can see here CSS and JavaScript. Let us break here. And after that we create an input field for the React. React. Front end framework. Value must be React. Let us run and see. You can see here. Now let us create the submit button for the registration form using the tag input. Type is submit. Value equals to submit. Let us see. You can see a submit button here. Let us break the lines You can see here clearly. This is a student registration form we have been created. In next video, we will discuss about the table elements. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on future tutorials. Stay tuned for more HTML tutorials and web development. See you in next video.